Join me as I make Lute's wings from Hazbin Hotel. I just want to say up front, I've never done anything like this before, so please trust the process. I decided to use a big cardboard box as the base for the wings. Step 1, breaking it down completely. I knew I wanted these wings to be big and screen accurate, and cardboard felt like the smartest choice since I'll be using them for cosplay. Then came the cutting. Flaps, sides, everything. If you try this, please use a box cutter. I only had scissors, and it was a journey. I wasn't sure which pieces I'd end up using, so I kept all of them. The smaller sides actually helped make the wings look a little fuller once I started layering. After getting a feel for the shape, I started gluing pieces together to make the base stronger. Some spots needed a second layer of glue, but it held up. To dry everything evenly, I just stacked random heavy stuff on top. Books, boxes, maybe my hopes and dreams, and really whatever worked. Once it dried, I traced out the wing shapes and started cutting them out. And let me tell you, cardboard does not want to be cut. It took about 20 minutes per wing, which kind of sucked, but you know, it happens. Somewhere in there, I needed a water break and a little break from reality and to possibly think about my choices. While waiting for glue to finish drying, I started painting the middle section where the wings will connect because sadly they don't actually grow out of my back. I started with white paint for the base, but of course halfway through I ran out, so I switched to silver and gray to fill it in and add some extra depth and texture. At first I wasn't sure how it would look, but honestly it ends up giving the wings a way more metallic angelic kind of shine, which totally fits Lute's vibe. I didn't stress too much about getting it perfect since most of it will be covered in feathers anyway, and I still wanted the base to look clean and cohesive. Since you already saw one side, here's a quick transition for the other. And here they are, fully painted, sturdy, and ready for feathers. Now for the fun part, making them actually look like wings. I decided right before gluing the connector to the wings to paint it gray, but unfortunately I also kind of ran out of that color as well, so it's kind of patchy, but it's okay. I'll be putting tiny feathers on that as well. After the paint was dry, I made sure I knew where I wanted to put the connector on the wings and lined the wings up. After that, I started gluing the sides of the connector to the wings and put pressure on the connector so that it wouldn't lift. I started with just one wing first to test things out, and wow, this definitely took way more patience and time than I thought it would. I started at the bottom of the wing and worked my way up so the feathers overlapped naturally. It instantly started looking softer and fuller, and now I have to do the other wing now. I mainly focus on the edges and the bend of the wing where there aren't any white feathers. It also gives it a great contrast of Lute's wings. Once I had the black sections done, I started layering the white feathers right underneath to blend together. I was really trying to match the pattern from the first wing so it looks like an actual pair instead of two totally different wings. But of course, I started running out of white feathers way faster than I thought I would. So I started filling in the inside parts of the wing with the leftover black feathers just to keep the shape consistent. It still looked good, kind of gave it this cool layered ombre vibe, honestly. But tomorrow I'll be making a quick run to the craft store to grab more white feathers so I can finish the rest and fill it out properly. We're getting so close to the final look, I can't wait to see both wings side by side. Since the glue is dry on both wings now, I'm going to start on the back of the wings with the black feathers to go around the edges. I think the wings are really starting to come to life. I'm doing the same pattern I did on the front of the wings to make it look more realistic. I have fully run out of black feathers along with the white, so I will still be going to the craft store tomorrow to get more. I originally bought 2 packs of each color that had 100 feathers in each pack, so there are currently 400 feathers on these wings and soon there will be more. Also shout out to my boyfriend for bringing me chocolate milk, not sponsored by Churno. I went to the craft store and I grabbed all the feathers I needed and probably more. I also needed to stop for a swig because a project like this desperately needs caffeine. They didn't have the exact same ones as I used before, but these were close enough, just a little fluffier. Honestly, unless you're really looking, you can hardly really tell the difference. Once I got home, I started gluing down the white feathers first to finish that. As soon as I was done and the glue was dry, I started on the black feathers to finish the middle part. Some of the black feathers were short and had longer tails, and so I cut a few of them and kept a couple of them longer. The wings are finally starting to look like Lute's wings, now I have to finish the back. Alright, now it's officially time to finish the back of the wings. Most of the black was already done, so now it's mainly adding the white feathers and hoping I don't run out halfway through again. I finished the black edges on the right wing and filled the rest of the wings with the white feathers. I decided not to add the black feathers like the front of the wings. This is not any information about the wings or anything, but I also just realized that I have been working on these wings for 3 days for so many hours. So this is a lot of hard work. Once both sides of the wings were covered with the feathers, I started putting white feathers over the wing connectors. And after 3 days, it's finally time for the wing reveal.